No.
Kyrie, do you want to say hi to your friend? You want to see my friends, Kyrie?
Ready?
What you looking for? That's the actual one.
Hey, looky. Looky right there. Kira, looky. Kira. Kira right there. Who's that? Is that your friend Kyrie? Say hi.
Well, we know which one's more social.
Kira. Say hi. Say hi. Look right there. Say hi.
Who's that?
Say hi.
Who's that, Kiara?
Yay!
Well, now I'm embarrassed. I don't have a kid to show off.
Kyrie turned 1 this week.
Yes.
Say hi. Say hi.
Yeah, hi.
Oh.
No, not on the table.
Oh, and Kyrie's done.
Yeah, Kira's done.
So
Okay.
we used to work together, just so you know that there's a background there, David.
I see.
Not this David.
The other Dave. Doug?
He goes by Doc, right?
Doc.
Yeah, just to avoid confusion.
Do you need me to adjust this?
No, it's just this the angle of the tablet.
Well, why don't you put it on your... Yeah, there you go. That's probably...
Okay, now I can do a rectangle
See?
just fine. So let's kill that, kill that.
Adam, we are in Quidla again, and the link should be in the chat.
Yeah, I posted it there.
Yep.
Are we using a dice stream or bones or?
You can do whatever you want. We trust you.
Okay, so water.
No. Oh, babe, help.
Water.
He's talking to you, Doc.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she stole my dice and is trying to eat them.
Oh, that's not good.
Then,
I'm afraid I can be of no help to you.
you guys are gonna be over in this direction, a good distance in the tree line still. Shane, do you have a character ready to go? Did you just want to use the Tarkon you made last time?
Yeah. Does anyone remember what I named him? Oh yeah, I named him Murtaugh, right?
That's right.
Oh,
Was it?
That's what caused it.
What caused what?
The Riggs Murtaugh thing.
Yeah. Riggs. I am.
So is your character actually ready to go, Shane?
Yeah, I've got him from the last time. I've got him
Okay.
here in front of me.
Okay, that'll all be fine. So the last time Rig and
I'm Emery.
Rig, Emery, and
Bellicose.
other Dave. What's your character's name?
Bellicose.
Oh, Bellicose? Oh, that's right. He's even got the friggin'. Sorry.
Yep.
You even have the drawing. Okay. So Bellicose, Emery, Rig, you went to Winter Haven and you learned about all the stuff going down. You went south into the forest, and then after traveling for a while, you found you went to a farm, found that whoever was there had been abducted, but no valuables had been taken. Rig found a trail and managed to track, presumably whoever was taken from the house, all like south for several hours until you came to an open clearing where you could see like a waterfall going down a short cliff into a pretty shallow stream. And on the other side of the stream, over here, looks like some standing stones. No, these right here. Standing stones with an altar on it. And that's what I remember. Is that everyone remember that as well?
Yep.
Yeah, we also debated whether we wanted to try to go through the waterfall, but didn't do anything.
Well, I wanted to go onto the top of the waterfall and watch to see if anybody comes to the
That's what you wanted to.
I
you
wanted to
spy.
I wanted to spy. Oh, I think Adam maybe wanted to go behind the waterfall.
Yeah, well, that's what
Oh, okay.
Velikos is saying. That you debated whether to go in,
Oh, that's right.
and then you were like, let's go around and get on top of it and kind of spy. So that's what we're kind of debating on right now.
If there's anything in the waterfall, then they can, see us before we can see them. So there's no reason to be stealthy about it.
That's true.
Well, you are still kind of hidden in the tree line. So as far as you can, as of now, they wouldn't, probably wouldn't have seen you. But the other thing I forgot to mention was that because Melissa or Emery mentioned going around to get on top, and the tree line is such that you believe you could. Where's my map? Okay, you could follow along the tree line around it, and you think you could actually, while remain hidden in the forest, get around and before you had to leave it, so you could get behind the waterfall. Still in the forest before going on top.
Do we even know with confidence that there is any sort of recess or hollow behind the waterfall, or is that just speculation based upon paranoia and prior gaming experience?
Yeah, that's speculation. But I was just thinking, since there's an altar there, something's got to come back, because what was it? There's fresh blood and everything there.
It looked like the stones had blood stains on them. You don't know if it's fresh or not from this distance.
Yeah, I have nature. Can I tell if there's sort of the normal tracks and signs of animal activity here? Because surely things would have been drawn to the blood, and there was something particularly off-putting about the area.
That's a good point.
The whole area around the clearing, as you were approaching the clearing, the trees started to die.
Oh, right. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. It's just dirt and rocks. Which is probably off-putting.
Which is why I want to spy. I just don't feel comfortable just going out in the middle of everything.
So while you're kind of at the edge of the trees, like, I want to go spy. Well, let's
think about this.
A group of 4 these kind of gray-skinned, greasy-haired humanoids exit the waterfall.
Where?
They come out of. I tried to draw the waterfall. I mean, my art. From over here, they walk out, jump to the water, and they start walking this way toward.
They're greasy-haired humans?
They're gray-skinned humanoids with long, greasy-looking hair, or actually the water will make it wet, so it might just be wet.
Can you put some? Where are we at right now? Are we by the stones? Where are we?
No, you are over.
Why don't you put a red X for real?
I'll put a red X. Yeah. You are currently in this direction. About a good 60 or so feet in this direction. Pretty, a decent distance away, behind, the tree line, which is dead, rotted trees at this point.
So they don't know we're there, then?
Well, they have a. Well, you say we, Shane, but you're not with the party right now.
Oh.
You're gonna come in at some point, I'm sure.
Well, right
Are you
now,
playing a gray-skinned humanoid with greasy hair?
What?
By any chance?
4 of them.
Mirror image. That's what it is.
Mirror image?
Hmm?
Oh, it's just an image. Okay. Are you saying that's just an image of us?
Oh no, I was just forget a bad joke. Not important.
Okay.
I thought it was a good joke.
They are clothed in kind of dirty-looking hides and also a variety of bones. Mostly looks like ribs and femurs. Two of them are carrying this reptilian-looking person with like horns and a tail. Looks like kind of a dragon person. He's bound and gagged with his mouth is kind of wrapped up in chains actually, and they're dragging him over here towards the altar.
That don't look no good.
And Murtai, you're the one being dragged this way.
Son of a...
So we don't know him yet, right? Or do we?
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. Well,
His fate is probably richly deserved.
No.
now we know there's definitely people behind the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume I'm unconscious.
You're conscious, but barely. We just had a power fluctuation, so if we go offline, our power probably went out.
But I don't. Usually, it's bigger than that. So.
You're pretty badly wounded. They worked you over pretty good before they tied you up and brought you out here. So we'll say that you're at no vitality and half your wounds.
No vitality, half my wounds. Okay.
And your hands and legs are bound. They're just dragging you basically. And again, your mouth is tied up with like actual chains, so you can't make it a little harder to open.
I propose this, in whispered tones. I could create an illusion of something outside the tree line and attract their attention with sound.
And then we would come from the opposite direction and strike?
Well, my illusion must remain within 30 feet of me, so I don't know about the opposite direction, but...
So if you go over there and create the illusion, then... Melissa, what's your character's name again?
Emery?
Emery and I will attack from this direction.
If I can climb a tree, I will do that. I make no promises.
You could go above the waterfall.
Oh, that's true. Is the water how far is? What's the elevation of the top of the waterfall above the ground below?
About 30-ish feet.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to make my way on the tree line up to the waterfall and climb to the top. If it's obviously too difficult to climb, I won't even attempt it because I'm very, very weak and clumsy. So anyway.
Give me a stealth roll.
Which is based on Dex, I suppose.
Yes.
5.
Well, actually, given the distance and the trees, that's actually the bare minimum number I was looking for. So you do manage to race up to the, you manage to run along the tree line.
Do a different color. Or do his number, or do a number or something like that. How do you do the numbers again?
You manage to go around up to the top of the waterfall. And what number do you want to... We'll do A. You'll be...
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Just use the select tool and you should be able to grab whatever you want.
Oops.
I did a bad thing.
I put the whole alphabet there, so unless people have different... someone has erased some of the letters. Okay, never mind.
I've drawn over the letters.
No, I'll put them back.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
The M's for Murtaugh.
Here we go. The B is for Bellicose.
Very good.
That I do.
Where are we? We over here somewhere?
We're down, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna erase my my lines.
You're erasing the other thing.
Yeah, you're better off just selecting the item and deleting it.
Ah, my arm!
This may be more trouble than it's worth.
Riggs!
Oh, I got it. I'm not doing the stupid erase tool. I'm actually selecting and deleting. So I think things are gonna be okay.
I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, just forget about the erase tool. It doesn't exist.
Apparently, it just whites out over the top of things. It doesn't actually erase things. So, yes, Murta, that's where you are, Bellicose, Rig, and you're both over here. Aha! I found more of my erase. There we go. Okay, everything's sorted. So, Bellicus, you managed to run up there. By the time you get up there, they have Murtaugh over on the altar.
How do you put things in front, though?
I'm going to just delete the altar. It's because I kept trying to draw so many altars that...
You can right-click on an object and put it in the foreground or the background.
Oh, okay, that would be great.
There we go. So they drag Murtaugh, or the dragon person, you don't know his name, over to the altar. They two of them cut the bindings on his hands so like they can rebind him to the altar, like they're kind of have his arms stretched out. Legs they leave bound, and they tie it to like a stone tag at the base of it. One of them is carrying this club that's it's kind of like one of those Mahu Huactol.
Makwa Weedle?
It's got teeth instead of obsidian blades.
It's a Makwa Weedle!
Yeah, you know how to say it.
Yes, I do. I love those things.
But instead of the obsidian blades, it's just teeth.
They're going to play Tloctli next.
Well, one of them starts to chant. In a language that's very guttural, and anyone who can hear it, you start to get very uncomfortable just hearing it. And the largest of them, holding the Mahu Huahuitl thing, stands to the side of the dragon person and raises it over his head as if he's getting ready to strike down. What are you guys doing?
So is he going to make an
illusion
still?
Yeah, well, that I was going to create an illusion of, I don't know, let's come up with something ridiculous. A big stony hand protruding from the waterfall.
Now, you have animated illusion?
I don't even know if that was an option.
Okay, so this might change the way things work. So the basic illusion thing, it creates a static image. It can't move from its spot. You conjure it. If you want to make a new one or to move it, the one you make disappears and then it reappears in the new spot. This is because in the Age of Worms game I did, the illusionist in that game he was like, you could do a lot of crazy stuff at level 1 that it was getting kind of like ridiculous where it was like, oh, every fight, it was like conjured a bear to scare stuff, and then that kind of...
I can understand how that might be a bit overpowered. That's fine. Well, in that case...
you can make a stone hand just appear out of the waterfall. They're not really looking in that direction.
No, but I was also going to call from the top of the waterfall and then fall in my prone, so I might be invisible.
Well, you could crawl over to the edge of the waterfall, make the hand appear, then call out to them. I mean, that'll keep you kind of really well hidden. I mean, I get what you're trying to do, so...
And in fact, if the hand goes back into the waterfall or vanishes, that's fine, because it'll just look like it was pulled back in, so that I'm fine with that either way.
Okay. So you make the hand appear, and then you call out, and all 4 of them they look over toward the waterfall, and they're looking around. They see the hand. Give me I guess this would be bluff with intelligence instead of charisma.
Okay, just give me a second to figure that one out. 18, 22.
Okay, so all 4 of them, they're staring at the waterfall. You're kind of like peering over the cliff, trying to maintain the illusion, and you don't think they see you, but they're definitely walking toward where the hand is, and this their mouths are kind of agape, and they're looking back at each other. They're talking like, what the hell's that? What, you don't know what they're saying, obviously, but that's like what you can imagine if you were dubbing this. And they start to walk towards. I'm going to put 4 over here. This is all 4 of them. So they're slowly walking towards. They stop, point, move more cautiously, and they get about here, and they stop, and they're just kind of scrutinizing now, like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'll just have it vanish with the hopes that it will look like it, disappear, or at least they'll think it went back inside the waterfall, and I'll crawl back and try to climb back down the.
Okay, so while you're crawling away, they step back when they see it vanish, and they all start. One of them says something. They all 4 start looking around.
Well, right when it vanishes, I
mean, can't we have been moving by
Actually,
that point?
no, that's a fair thing. So while they're walking towards it, we'll say, because that did take several minutes. What do you and Emery, Rig and Emery, what do you 2 want to do?
Oh.
I'm rushing them.
Huh?
I'm rushing them.
The orcs?
Yeah.
That's what they are?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll try and, go across.
Are you okay? If you rush them now, Rick, hold up, Rick, hold up. No, stop. Over here, Rick. If you just try to charge across the clearing to the water, they will almost certainly hear you.
Okay, so can I sneak over behind them while they're looking over there?
Yes, that will. Okay, are you gonna do this?
I'll try this.
Okay, you both need to give me stealth rolls.
Bless.
I was better off rushing.
14.
14. Okay. So, what did you get, Rig?
Nat 1.
Oh my god.
Is there a dice roller in here I can use instead?
Yeah, you can just type it in, he said, in the chat.
Since Bellicose rolled insanely well, I'm going to say they get over here by the time they actually, when they're looking, they're like talking to each other when one of them notices you, Rig, and Emery will say that you are over here. You're not hidden, but you're not like. Well, actually, Emery, where do you want to? Where are you going?
That way.
Okay.
That'd be good.
So they notice Rig. So okay, they don't stop and blah blah. Like they're still kind of distracted by the hand.
Mm-hmm.
But the Rig, they see you and they, so like 2 of them are kind of looking at you, 2 of them are looking at the hand, like they're waiting for the hand to do something. The hand vanishes. So the 2 that were looking at the hand, I'm going to say they're not going to act in the first round. They're still going to be kind of confused and maybe look like a little frightened. So let's roll some initiative and then.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. And Bellicose, you can initiative up as well.
Hey. I want this.
A dex roll, right?
What?
It's dex, right? Initiative.
Yeah.
13.
Okay, so first round, the 2 of them aren't going to act. The other 2 are going to.
I got a 17, by the way.
Okay, so orcs are going first since they got nat 20. Which they have a total of like 21-ish. So 2 are going to go over here. Is there a way I can duplicate these tokens?
Well, no, you can.
I don't think so.
So.
I can load more if you tell me what you want.
There are smaller ones. Hold on, I can just use the smaller ones up here. Yeah. This is gonna work out nicely. So we got 2 over here.
Why didn't you just do 1, 2, 3, 4?
Well, because they're in groups of 2. There you go.
Well, you could still do 1, 2 in red and 1, 2 in blue.
So they're they just move over there, and they're obviously waiting for you, Rig, to come at them.
Come at me.
Well, I would be happy to oblige.
So who got? What'd you get?
I got 17.
Anyone get higher than a 17?
I got a 15.
Okay.
13.
Okay, so then we're doing Emery, Rig, Bellicose. So Emery, what are you doing?
I want to continue sneaking towards Murtaugh.
Okay. Stealth roll.
Really, again?
Yeah.
Well,
now they're more like wary of things going on.
Sorry.
7. Okay, you get across the water, and they see you walking across the water. So.
Splash, splash, splash.
Well, no, it's just more. You kind of were able to like when
They did come out from behind a rock.
Well,
right?
when they saw Rig, they were more focused on
Okay.
him for a bit, and you kind of like dropped to the ground, we'll say, and so they didn't really see. But when you got up and got to the water, that's when they saw it. Rig, you gonna run across the water?
Yep. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
So that'll be a charge attack, which charge is you can move your full speed and still attack, but you are -1 to your reflex until your turn starts again.
Wow, that's new.
That's because the previous rule of where you can only move like 30 feet and not do anything, that kind of encouraged players to just kind of move 10 feet right in action to hit someone they charged when they came at them or whatever. So this way you can still move and attack, but there's a talent that lets you ignore the penalty, and then there's another talent that actually gives you a bonus if you charge. So it's kind of a...
So does the talent, so anyone can charge now, right?
Yes, but...
So does that mean I have the talent that lets me charge without the penalty?
No, you don't have it automatically.
But I had the ability to charge before.
Oh, did you actually take the charge talent?
Did you redo the Warlord and not warn me?
Did you have the charge talent from this from before?
Yes. That was
We'll
what
have
I
the
was
charge talent that lets you ignore the penalty then.
Okay.
My goal was to...
I roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So 7.
No, miss. That's sorry. Bellicose, what are you doing?
Well, I certainly don't want to fight, and I don't have any missile weapons anyway, so I'll continue to scramble down.
Why don't you have any missile weapons? Wait. I would have given you my bow.
I wouldn't have been able to use it anyway.
Why not?
Because I am incompetent. I'll try to climb down the side of the well, just retrace my steps however I got up to begin with.
Okay, so we're going back over here now. You're not in the tree line, but you're still pretty. You're a good distance away from them. Now the top of the round, the orcs are. These ones they're no longer confused like what's going on. They see Rig over here, so they're gonna go charge in now and what did I do? What did I do with that too? I just somehow oh wait. Aha, I think I know what I did. Put it behind something. No, I guess I didn't.
Yeah, you want a blue too?
Yes. Yay! So now you got all 4 over here. Those 2 charge at you, Rig. They are going to.
Let's not and say we did.
They all 4 converge on you, and you manage to kind of backpedal into the water. Only one of them hits you, but he hits you pretty good for 8 damage.
Ooh.
They're not very. You can tell they're not very skilled warriors. They are very strong, though.
That seems like kind of a lot.
Yeah. Emery is going to move over here, and so Murtaugh, you're kind of like you're definitely.
That's all of my vitality. One more of those, and I'm dead.
You're fine. You're fine. Murtaugh, you are cut free. you're hurting really bad, but you see the orcs. They move away from you, and then all of a sudden you see this woman standing over you. She slices you free, so you can roll initiative and join the round.
Oh, I roll initiative?
Yeah.
Let's see here. What do I roll for initiative?
D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay. I get a 14.
Oh, then you will go right after Rig does. So, Rig, what are you doing?
So there's how many of them?
There's 4.
There's 2. All 4 are in front of me?
Yep.
Okay, well, I guess I'll try and hit one of them again.
Okay, they're the 2 of them are -1 for charging at you.
I'm going to hit one of those guys.
Okay.
So 15?
Yep, I'll do it.
And damage is just the dice or plus your strength?
Plus your strength.
Nine.
9? Okay.
No, 10. I think I have a +1 in there too.
Okay. You slice. Actually, what are you using for a weapon?
Great sword.
Ooh, yeah. You sliced one of them up pretty badly. He's still on his feet, but he looks he's definitely staggered. Murtaugh, what are you doing?
Let's see. I got 3 hit points, or 3 wound points, and I'm gonna pull the chain off of my mouth, and I'm gonna rush the guy that Riggs was attacking, and see if I can't finish him off with the chain.
You do have your all your mana back, so you can, if you want to use
I
one
can
of
use
your.
my mana. Oh yeah, well let's just shoot him from here then. Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Freak! Don't run in there if I don't need to. Okay, let's see here. Wait, we gotta remember how to do this. Okay, so I roll 1d4 that comes off my mana, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll a 1d4 here, and I roll a 1. Good. Where's my pen? Okay. Okay, and now I get to roll for damage, right? Let's see, I roll. Oh, I have to do an attack roll?
Yeah, it's a d20 plus your charisma modifier.
D20 plus the charisma, okay. Oh, shoot. That's not good. I roll a 7.
Well, you still do half damage on a miss.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see. My fireballs do... Oh, I see. I do 1d. I'll do half damage, so I'll do 1d4 plus 4.
Yeah, well, roll the damage normally, then have what you get.
Oh, okay. So let's see here. So 1d8. Oh, I roll a 7.
Okay. You
So
blast it with the fire. Are you breathing out of your mouth? Are you throwing it? What is it? How are you doing it?
I'm gonna throw it with my hand.
Okay. So
Actually,
really,
I'm gonna extend my hand. But wait, I get +4 damage, so it should be. What'll that end up being about?
It'll be 11. Half round down is 5.
Okay.
So Rig, you're sitting there like, you chop at one, and they're all on their feet, still come at you. And when all of a sudden the one that you chopped, he bursts into flames. like lets out these howls of rage and pain, and his body just crumples over on the bank, and he's dead. This actually prompts two of them all like them to kind of glance over at the altar where they see Emery and Murtaugh, and one of them points at both of you, and they kind of nod, and they're turning to go towards you two now. So Bellicose, what are you doing?
I'm no tactician, but I think as long as I'm on the other side of the water, I'm pretty safe. So I'll go to the edge and I'll, scream for their attention. And if there's anything sort of heavy and hand size around, I'll pick it up and throw it in their general direction.
Are you trying to like? Is your aim to kind of like distract one momentarily, or?
Well, I'm yelling, and that may distract them, but I'm actually going to try to club one with a rock if there's a rock handy.
Oh yeah, definitely. There is plenty of throwable.
Not a chance.
Oh, did you?
My total roll, assuming there's no penalties for an improvised weapon, is 7.
Oh yeah. So you're like and there's splashes, and the one that's by Rick still kind of glances over at you like, he's just confused now. Like, where's all these people coming from? But so the top of the round, but he's still going after Rick because you're just over there throwing rocks, and he's like, no, this guy's got a giant sword, so I'm gonna do that. Rig does a 13 hit your reflex.
I believe so. Yes, I only have a reflex of 11.
Okay, are you shaving off your armor from the damage you take?
I did not on the last one.
Okay, so do that real quick, and then you're gonna take 6 more damage.
Ooh.
But remember, your armor absorbs some of the damage.
Right.
And the other 2, so you will now be 1.
Now I have no vitality.
See, now that's what it should be. And these 2 are going to go over here. One's going to attack Murtaugh, one's going to attack Emery. So, Murtaugh, that's definitely a miss. I got a 10 to hit your reflex.
What's my reflex?
It should be 10 plus either your dexterity or intelligence, whichever is higher.
Definitely my dexterity. So do I have to roll?
No. Does a 10 beat your
defense?
What is your dexterity modifier?
0.
Oh, well then I do hit you. Well, Melissa gets downstairs, so I'll tell her that she is mostly dead now. Murtaugh, you are taking 5 damage.
Oh, well then, I've lost all my vitality and half of my wound points, right?
No, you had your vitality. Your vitality was full. You just lost half your wound points.
Okay. Okay. So 5, that brings my wound points down to 2. Okay.
And now, Rig, what are you doing? Oh, wait, no, Emery's turn. Sorry, she has the highest initiative. She's going to bash the one that just hit her in the face, and will barely hit it. Oh, wow, she smashed it right in the face. Spits out some teeth. Now, Rig, what are you doing?
So there's still one left over here?
Yeah.
Let's hit that. Or not. 10?
No, it is, actually, no, yeah, that is it.
So.
Oh, do I have my cloak at all to mitigate
No.
some of the damage? Okay.
No. You are stripped of all possessions.
12 damage.
12?
12.
He is very near death. You actually slice off one of his arms.
Alright, and then can I move over here and threaten this guy?
You can only move like 10 feet, so you can't get over there.
What if I reverse charge?
No, you can't reverse the charge polarity. You can kind of get around them and get a little closer, but you just can't get. You won't be able to run over there. You don't have enough time.
Okay, so I'll move over here 10 feet-ish.
Okay. And Murtaugh, you're up.
Why, what?
Okay, I'm gonna strike the one that hit Emery, and now that my vitality's gone, I guess do I kind of drag it out or something?
Now, when you run out of mana, you get a bonus, and when you run out of vitality, you get a second bonus.
Okay. So, but I'm not out of mana, but I am out of vitality.
Yeah.
So I could hit him with either one, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if your vitality bonus is.
It says the vitality bonus when it drops to 0, I get D20 plus 4 to, I guess, attack. No, that's.
I will look at it.
Sorry, I'm not quite sure. I didn't write my notes well enough.
Okay, I got some notes. So we're figuring your turn out. Bellicose, what are you gonna do? Just so we can roll.
How far is? Let me see. What's the relative distance across that body of water?
I'm gonna say about 20 feet from where you're standing.
Okay, good enough then. Fine, I'll do another illusion, and I will create just in the orc's peripheral vision a big statue of an armored guy, motionless, but still that should be pretty distracting.
Okay. Then give me the whole intelligence attack thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 5, as low as it can be.
Oh, you got a 5?
Yep.
Oh, he's apparently so focused on he overcome with a blood rage. He's just moving towards Rig with a grim determination. He's heedless of everything around him. Shane, when you're out of vitality, your skin. Okay, so now that you're out of vitality, Shane, your skin starts to crack and glow, as if like you're almost bleeding fire. So when a creature hits you, as a reaction, you make an attack against them to see if you burn them.
Oh.
But you can only do it once until your turn starts again. It doesn't work against everyone. It's just a one time, and then when your turn starts, you can do it again.
Okay. Well, then in that case, since it's a defensive attack instead of an offensive one, I'm going to use my turn to, since the guy is focused on Emery, I'm going to take a fireball and just put it right in his face.
Okay.
Let me see. Do I get any bonus since I'm attacking him and he's focused on Emery?
No, because you got a guy that's attacking you. So
Okay.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
you're
that
going to
makes
dart on
sense.
that guy to get for the other guy. So it's just, whatever bonus you get is kind of canceled with the fact that you got to kind of watch you got to cover your ass while you're trying to do this.
Okay, so let's see. Let's roll a 1d4 for my mana usage. And let's roll 1d20 to see how I strike. And a 1d8. Is that right? To see how I hit. Have I covered everything? I think so. And let's see. I got a 2 for mana. rolled a 7 to hit. With my modifier, that becomes an 11.
That's a hit.
Okay. And I actually do. I rolled an 8 for damage.
He is utterly consumed by fire and also crumples to the ground as a big smoking husk.
Cool.
Go back to the top. Rig, that one's coming at you. You're kind of like you're trying to inch over there away towards Emery and Murtaugh, and he lunges at you, but he trips on his own arm and falls flat on the ground. And Murtaugh, the one that you've been ignoring, he hits you in the back, or he grazes you for 4 damage.
Okay.
You're dead?
So, yeah.
Okay.
But I saved Emery.
Hang on, guys. I don't mean to interrupt, but my wife needs me for something. I'll be back on later, assuming that I can be back on later. But I gotta go for it now.
What do you want us to do with your character, like, kind of generally while you're gone?
Be defensive and, cast some illusions as required.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try to get back.
That's it. Do what you gotta do.
So, have I taken any hits?
Oh, yeah, you took 11 damage.
I did?
Yeah.
Minus my armor?
I did not minus your armor yet. I forgot you were a cleric, actually. Oh, speaking of which, Murtaugh, the damage you take, any wound damage, reduce it by 1.
So, do I reduce mine by 1?
Yes.
So, I take 10.
Well, you take.
Oh, I take it minus my armor, right?
So you took 11.
Minus that'd be
armor
8.
is 8. Reduce that all through vitality.
Wait, yeah, I did that.
Okay, and then is there any left over?
Yes.
Okay, now subtract that by 1.
Okay.
Murtaugh.
So I had 2 wound points before he hit me.
So, yeah, even with the reduction, you're still going to get dropped. So, yeah, you're just dropped.
Yeah.
And there
is he knocked out?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, I guess Bellicose' turn. He will move into the water and lob a rock at the orc that's on the ground. And that will also miss.
I'm not going to turn.
Oh, you do get a turn. I'm sorry I skipped you. I didn't mean to.
So, is this one dead?
But
no, that one's still alive. He's just bleeding out really badly. Like he
why
won't
he's
live.
blue?
the one that hit me, though, doesn't he take damage?
Is this one dead?
No, that one's still alive.
Okay, I'm going to charge that one.
Okay. Shane, go ahead and give me a D20 roll.
Okay. D20 roll. Oh, I roll a 9. Plus 4, so I guess a 13.
Okay, that does D6 damage.
I thought he was knocked out.
Well, his blood spurts up before he dies.
Oh.
All part of the thing.
Oh, I see. His acid or fiery.
Yeah.
Oh, I roll a 5.
Okay. So now, Rig, give me your attack roll.
$11 plus 2, 3 plus 2.
That's
Do you
it.
not get a bonus for charging?
No, not at the start. When you take the charge upgrade, when you upgrade it, then you get bonuses on charging.
Oh, okay. So 13.
Okay. Damage.
Six.
Wow. He's still alive. Now, so now Bellicose would have, rock, and the orc that fell over, he gets back up and he again charges at you, Rig. This time he does hit for a whopping 7 damage.
I'm dead. Oh, I have armor.
You have armor. And since you're taking wound damage, Emery's Hymn of Healing reduces it by 1.
So I'm only at half wounds.
Wait, do I have any favor?
I spent it to try to save Sheen's butt, and I rolled 1, so it was horrible. But now you're up. You're up. Oh, no, wait. Other orc's going to hit you. You take also 7.
How are they hitting us so goddamn hard?
They're orcs.
Well, we shouldn't be messing with orcs.
You didn't know that?
I have to say about it. I'm messing with orcs. Anyways, okay, 1, 2, 3.
Now you can bash it in the face.
Yes, I'm bashing it in the face.
Bash it good.
Let's see, that would be a 12.
That's a hit.
Okay,
Roll your damage.
need a d6.
You need to roll insanely high.
Really?
No, not really.
4.
That knocks him out.
Damn right it does.
But wait! There's that one orc over here that's got one arm that's desperately trying to
Why? Isn't
kill
he
you
just
all.
killing himself?
Well, I mean, if he rolled another than 1, I would have actually had him fall on his own axe.
Oh,
But,
slip and fall in the riverbed and
well, he
drown.
fell on his own arm.
Oh my god,
Because
really?
Adam chopped his arm off, and then he was charged, and then he slipped on it. I rolled a nat 1, so what do you do? Rig, there is the one orc still up. Teetering. And
So
actually,
whose turn is it?
it's your turn. Melikos slowly closing the distance as he's throwing rocks.
Okay, hopefully I can just kill that thing and we can rest. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. He only has 2 hit points left. So yeah. You chop him down, and he coughs with this black blood and coughs it in your face, and now you got AIDS, and then he dies.
You want to delete him?
Should have named your character Charlie. Charlie Sheen. Ooh, too early?
Oh.
Oh,
No, I mean
that's
Too
not.
soon?
no,
Too
that's
soon?
not. Charlie Sheen's like insane.
Yeah.
So.
We have terrorist attacks all over the world, and that makes headline news. I just that made me just sick to my stomach. Actually,
I know.
I was like, the surprise would have been, and the big announcement would have been if he didn't have HIV.
I'm just surprised after the Paris attacks that the Black Lives Matter crew is getting upset because the media's not paying attention to them anymore.
Yeah.
What a world.
What a world. It's crazy.
Speaking of people that are dying or almost dead, Murtaugh, who's going to help him?
I'll help him.
Okay.
Do I need to roll? Or can I just kind of...
Give me a medicine roll.
What is medicine?
It's based off of wisdom.
Okay. Ooh, 17?
Okay, so you bandaged him up, but you are still unconscious. You will be unconscious until everyone takes a long rest to recover some hit points.
I say we go up to the top of the waterfall where we can see things happening. We can kind of hide.
But their base is inside the waterfall. There might be other openings to the top of the mountain.
Maybe.
So, since Murtaugh, you're unconscious, you're going to take a lingering injury. Rolling on the table, you will be until it's going to take you. Let's roll for the amount of days. You're going to need 2 days to recover from this. Until you recover, you are -1 to reflex.
-1 to what?
Your reflex defense.
-1 to reflex defense?
Yeah.
So when something's hitting you...
You're going to be easier to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you're either, we'll say like your leg was really badly injured, so you're kind of limping, or you're kind of dazed or something's happened to you to where it's harder for you to get out of the way,
Sprained
Right.
ankle.
or just really badly crushed up muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Adam's computer just shut itself down, so he'll be back in a moment.
Oh,
Oh, knows.
It's not one thing, it's another, right?
I know.
yeah.
Other David had to go for a bit. Adam's computer shut down.
And he said he wanted us to call him Doc, like from the dwarves, Snow White's dwarves, or Doug.
I thought it was Duck.
I'm sorry.
Doc?
Are we talking about Snow White's dwarves now?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Focus. We're talking about.
So what does he want us to call him?
I think it was Duck. I remember Duck.
There's no dwarf that's named Duck though.
No, I thought he wanted us to call him Doc.
Oh, Doc.
Yeah, but it's Duck as in Donald Duck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't here for it.
Maybe we'll have him write it out because there seems to be some.
Right, chat. Chat's great.
What's going on?
Oh, just to have him write it in the chat so that we can actually see if it's Duck or Doc.
Yeah.
Or Doug.
Or Doug?
You know who I haven't seen in the movies for a long time? Completely unrelated subject, but Viggo Mortensen. He's a good actor. How come we haven't seen him in anything for a while?
I thought he was. Besides Lord of the Rings, I thought he was in something else.
What's that?
I thought he was in something else in the Lord of the Rings. Well, I guess actually, Lord of the Rings was a really long ass time ago.
Yeah. I know they invited him to participate or be in the Hobbit movies, but he turned him down because he said, Aragorn's not in those books. Which is really funny to me because when they gave the same offer to Orlando Bloom, he's like, heck yeah, I'll do it.
Well, elves live longer, but I mean, honestly, the Hobbit movies, they kind of felt like the Star Wars prequels where it's like, hey, we're going to bring in like the characters from the other movies so you can get their origin. And it's like, do we really need to know all these origin stories? Do we really need to know where everyone...
Yeah, long, drawn out, and pointless. And it really didn't add anything more. I thought.
Huh?
Really didn't add anything more, I thought. Maybe if they'd done it a little bit later, but it just feels like, especially after Lord of the Rings, I don't know, maybe it's just too soon. Maybe if they'd done it a little bit later. The genre just feels a little tired at the moment, I guess.
Hold on, I'm looking at the filmography for Ejio Morgenstein. So this year he was in Captain Fantastic. I don't know what that is. Oh, we watched Crimson Peak. It was horrible.
Oh, what'd you think of that? That bad, huh?
It really wasn't that bad. It just lacked the Del Toro-esque stuff.
It lacked... I watched Hellboy, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty entertaining. And then I watched Pan's Labyrinth, like, oh, this also has some really weird stuff going on. And I dug it. And then I watched Hellboy 2, and it was really kind of uncharacteristically goofy. And I was kind of thinking like, well, this is a little weird. And then I watched Pacific Rim, and it was just like, okay, it's Neon Genesis Evangelion, just, nah.
Uh-huh.
And it kind of makes you think of M. Night Shyamalan. He did Sixth Sense, and I like that, but I hated everything he did after that. Like Signs.
If I were to compare M. Night Shyamalan to an actor, it would be Ralph Macchio.
I don't even know who that is. But my thing I'm
You
trying
do.
to get at
The
is
Karate Kid.
oh, Sixth Sense was good, but then like after that, his movies got steadily worse and worse and worse. And I feel like Del
Karate
Toro's
Kid.
kind of on that same kind of slope where his movies are getting worse and worse and worse. And Crimson Peak, it lacked like anything Del Toro-y. Nothing was really weird or bizarre. It was just like any other ghost story movie you've seen, where like, oh, there's ghosts, and they want you to help them. So of course they crawl out of the floor screaming and looking all bloody, and it's like why would I'm a ghost? I want help. I know how
I'm
you
going to
feel.
scare the bejesus out of everyone I see.
Yes, and it's like okay, why, and some people might be like, well, maybe they don't know what they're doing, or maybe like they're just like an emotional echo of a horrible thing. But like later in the movie, she actually talks to a ghost and it points at things and stuff. So it's like obviously the ghost knows how to communicate. So the ghost is like
appropriately, right?
Yeah, so it's like, I'm a ghost. I've been murdered. I need her to solve my murder. I know. I'll shriek and spit blood everywhere. Then she'll realize she'll get the gist of it. and the whole plot was so ridiculous, where it's like, I'm gonna marry women for their money, and then I'm gonna poison them, and so when they die, it'll look like an accident or something like that. But they live out in the middle of nowhere, where no one's going to come to, and at one point in the movie, the guy's sister's just going to try to kill the new wife anyway. So it's like, why would you go through this whole plan of slowly poison him, and you can just take him to the house like, hey, look, wife, we're in my new house, and I'm going to chop your head off, and there's nothing you can do about it.
At least why wouldn't you tell your sister that was the plan?
Well, they could always just do that anyway.
Oh,
They could forge the signature.
Yeah. That's true.
And then they just dump the bodies into a clay vat thing, and that's where you're like, okay, well, then why all this? Who are you putting on this whole show for?
Right. Yeah, that sounds pretty poorly put together.
They love putting on shows.
Well, the wife's not going to care about any kind of like fake love, happiness. Let's show you around the property. Let's give you keys and stuff when you're just going to kill them. I mean,
yeah.
But then I'm also thinking, like, they live in this blatantly haunted house. Why don't the ghosts just torment them day and night? Like, it's like they always show up when the new girl shows up to like scream blood at her, and then. But then they leave Loki alone.
You call him Loki.
I don't know his name.
Tom Hiddleston. I think he's actually better known as Loki.
Yeah, he really is better than him.
I mean, he plays a god of trickery, but he can't trick anyone. In the Avengers, he got tricked left and right constantly.
No.
That's true. I'm really excited to see the new Marvel movie when it comes out. I believe Civil War is next, isn't it?
Oh, Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
But he's not black. So is Adam still? Is his computer actually working?
I don't know. He hasn't texted back. Let me send him another text here. And we'll see.
It's ironic. Like I thought that our internet was like really fritzy last week. And so like we called the outreach, and they're like, oh, it might be a router issue, so they wanted us to do all this stuff to try to fix it. But then as soon as Melissa called, like the internet stopped dropping. So we were like, there's something on their end. But we were like just kind of worried like that it would be so inconsistent we wouldn't do Hangouts anymore. But now that hey, we can do Hangouts. Everyone else is having a problem.
I know, right? Ours are working fine today, and last week, mine was total crap.
The last week I tried to play, it was horrible. Like you couldn't like even, you barely could get into the Hangout, and then.
No, I don't think we could hear you very well either.
Yeah. Yeah, this is perfect. It's a shame we lost half the group.
Oh, that happens.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of figured at least with Adam playing, we could kind of half-ass Bellicose until he got back.
So tell me a little bit about my character here. So you did some medical work on me. Do I get back some wound points or anything like that?
Oh, me? No, I at least kept you from continually dying. Like,
Whoa.
I kind of helped stop your wounds.
So,
bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, she stabilized you, so you're not going to bleed. You're not going to bleed out. But it also, when you run into vitality, your vitality represents like kind of a combination of like your endurance, your combat prowess, luck, things like that. Like when you take vitality damage, you're kind of getting you're getting tired. You might be getting shaken around a little bit, or bruised, or like scratched, but nothing major. Wounds are actually like more physical trauma to your body. Like you're getting cuts and whatnot. And so when you run into wound points, you're knocked unconscious, but you also gain a kind of persistent injury that it'll stick around for a little while. So that way, players aren't just like, oh, we'll run into combat and we'll run into wound points, whatever, we'll rest. It's like, no, you could be up for a couple of days, trying to shake these effects off, and so when someone stabilizes you, they make the negative points you go into when you take an injury, when your wounds drop, like say like you get up to -5. That adds to this percentile roll to see what kind of injury you get. And then the medicine roll can actually subtract from that. So she actually stopped you from getting a more severe injury. There's actually, if you get really bad, you can gain permanent injuries. They never go away unless there's some kind of magical ritual thing or something that you go through that can remove it. So it's to kind of reflect that adventuring it's a risky business. It's not like Dungeon World where you go to bed and then you're fine the next day. You can get hit pretty hard with certain things.
I see. Tell me more. How does the experience and when do we get our next levels? Tell me a little more about that.
The experience I'm changing. I'm not going to do the Dungeon World thing anymore. I'm doing it instead. So whenever you overcome challenges, when you kill monsters, disarm traps, all those types of things, you gain points, which can range from like anywhere from 1 to 25. And when you gain 100 of them, you level up. Now I know 100 sounds like a whole lot, but when you each orc is worth 4 points.
Each what?
Each orc gets you guys 4 points each. So right now, you each would have gotten 16 experience points.
Wow.
So I know when I say you need 100 to level up, it sounds like an insane amount, but you're going to gain way more experience points. And the reason with this is because, like in Dungeon World, which is what we're kind of basing the system on, is that if you play for 4 hours and you slay a lot of monsters, get a lot of treasure and stuff, that still only counts as 1. You get 1 for the important discovery, you get 1 for the treasure, you get 1 for the monsters. So, it also is very arbitrary. You might think a monster is a noteworthy challenge, but the GM doesn't, so you don't get the point. The This is to make things.
But
less
you also get experience for every time you miss in those 4 hours.
Yay!
Yeah, but if you don't miss a whole lot, let's say let's say you're a plucky gnome thief that gets +3 on almost all your rolls, and so you rarely miss anymore.
You need
But you're
the.
talking about, I mean, if we get, let's say we do 1 or 2 more things, we get a few more. I mean, let's err on the side of optimistically. Let's say we get 20 experience points. I mean, you're talking 5 more campaigns before we level up.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if
That
he
seems like
feels
a
like he
lot,
needs to
doesn't
adjust it, then we're playtesting. So if he feels the need to adjust it, he probably would just tell us, you know what, you can be level 2 now.
I'm using the same system in the kids game, and in that one, when we last played, they almost got like 50 XP just for beating up monsters.
Can you highlight the link here?
But I feel like those games are faster paced. The kids just run around and kill stuff. You have the dungeon a lot done, and we don't. They don't. I don't know how much the chatter there is, and we don't even have 4 hours to spend usually.
Well, we didn't play it. We only played it for Moving House is sharing with. Stop sharing. Oh, hi, go away. So, let me get the thing in here again. My thing that I had with because Maria chimed in at one point and mentioned the whole XP thing about how that seemed like a lot as well. And my whole thing was like, well, if you're playing a game and and you're really focused on the leveling up thing, I feel like then the rest of the campaign must not be that entertaining because.
Well, here's my thing. I think that it should plane out because I hate low levels. I hate them. I hate how often everyone says, well, I can't do that, or I'm mostly dead, or like Bellicose. Bellicose literally said, I can do nothing but throw rocks now. Like, really? I hate low level.
That's because he. Well, no, it's not.
It's because of what he chose to do.
Yeah, he chose Enchanter and Illusionist stuff.
For me, I guess it's just more about having options. I have one spell. I have a fireball. It'd be nice to have something else I could do.
You're just looking at only your attack stuff. Like
I don't have any other spells.
Well, okay, but it's just looking at your spells, right? Your character isn't just your spells. Your character is more than just what spells you know. Which you're a sorcerer. Sorcerers are conceptually they're not like the free range wizard thing where they have more abilities. They're more focused. That's the point of that class. You're not playing a dungeon world wizard. That's more of what Bellicose is.
I guess I don't understand then. So when I level up, what are my choices going to be for what I'm going to be able to do?
Well, there's one that lets you, breathe out a cone of fire. There's one that lets you grow dragon wings when you run out of mana. There's more things that you can add on when you run out of mana and vitality.
Okay.
So there's more ways to grow your character, but I mean, it shouldn't just be like, you shouldn't be playing like, I just want to level my character up. I like to level my character. Like, there should be more, you should be more invested in the playing of the game. Like, when I played Dungeon Run last, when I leveled up, like, okay, I'm going to take shoot first, so I get to attack first when we get attacked. Okay, whatever, I don't care about that. There was more stuff going on where I was like, okay, I want to deal with, I didn't really care what my character could do. I was more invested in the actual events of the game.
But do you think everyone is coming at the game the same way you are?
Well, I think that's kind of the point. I mean, if all you care about is your character leveling up, then we could just do a game where you guys just go into a dungeon and beat up hordes of monsters and get lots of experience points and level up your character more and get more loot, like more of a Diablo style game.
I think we need to find a better balance, and I don't know if part of it is because we're playing keep on the Shadowfell, so we're playing like a
Or were you playing something more offhand, like?
I think for me, what I enjoy about this is the same thing I enjoy about the video games that I play. Is that I enjoy watching my character progress and improve and grow, and I feel a little. I guess my character is going to feel a little stale if we're 5 campaigns into it and I'm still using the same bag of tricks. I guess my character's not going to feel any more powerful, which is what I enjoy, is watching my character grow and become more powerful. And maybe I'm alone on that.
Well, I think, what we could do, honestly, is, I mean, again, I'm going to point out that this is playtesting, so,
Yeah.
I mean, if there's
The amount of
issues...
XP that requires to level up can be easily adjusted to,
Right.
based on playtime and whatnot.
In the other session we're doing that's playtesting with some other people, I mentioned that we should be leveling up, I said, every 1.5 sessions. And everybody kind of agreed with me on that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, isn't that other one different though?
What way?
Wasn't it like 15 plus level?
That one was using the old system. I did the kids version of it, and when we did it,
right.
like, again, we like half a level up in one thing, and I was like, okay, well, that's what I want to do, because I don't see, like, and the reason why I wanted to stop doing, treasure XP for finding treasures, because I feel like treasure should be its own reward. Like, you get a crap load of coins. Well, isn't that should be its own thing? I don't see why that makes you more experienced, because just because you found a treasure chest full of gold bricks, like, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, just after this
I actually
battle,
agree with that.
besides the orcs, how much other experience do you think we've gotten?
Oh, that's a fair point. So
to give Shane a better example of how it's adding up so far.
Yeah. So you guys fought.
We got 16 for the orcs, right? You said 4 per orc.
Yeah, 16 for the orcs. You fought 6 zombies. That's like another 18, so that's 34.
When did we fight zombies? Was I gone for this?
Yeah, no. Remember, you guys found the wagon,
earlier.
and then they found the zombies off to the
Did
side.
Shane get any of that?
Oh, this
I was
could
there.
be Prince, because I'm
Okay.
assuming his character was
Okay. There in a
did other things
Okay.
before this thing. And well, that actually really be it. You guys are the only thing you've.
We even got a woman, the inn to provide, food.
And that was another thing I wanted to think of ways to add, kind of
more social experience.
things for doing other side objectives. I will give you.
I think you could gut the skill challenge system for a way to do that, because that's what it was originally intended for.
That's not a bad idea. Every time you succeed in a skill.
None of the skill check, but like Adam's character tracking down the orc sort
true,
of
that
thing,
would
I would say that would get you guys. I'll say 5. So now you're at 39. And vanquishing whatever problems are in the town would get you guys another side award as well. So you're almost halfway there. And we really haven't been playing that long, honestly. There's been a fair amount
The
of
other
drop-offs and
session,
stuff.
yeah, wasn't.
And also the first session was kind of a build-up session too, of the thing. But the discovery and learning things could still be worth experience points. I just don't feel the treasure's worth anything. Someone else mentioned when you get dropped to 0 hit points, or when you get dropped unconscious, that could be worth the experience points as well, because it's kind of like you survive. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of mentality. So players that get killed easily or quickly, or not killed but knocked unconscious, might level up a little faster.
But then my question to you is, like, mages who knock themselves unconscious
If you
more
knock yourself,
often.
and that kind of makes you think of like what I would hear from like older D&D players, like there was a comic called Knights of the Dinner Table where the characters started a farm and they started breeding and murdering pigs and chickens and cows for experience points. And so if you're like, I'm going to play a mage and block myself up, then I'm not giving you experience points for that. That's ridiculous. No one does that. But if your wizard does daring things to that legitimately try to to help people out or to and then gets knocked unconscious, that I would give the experience point award for, because that's something I could see a person actually doing, hurting, trying to sacrifice himself to save someone else or doing something risky to try to save the day. But I'm not going to let you just oh, there's a trap that will bite your hand off. I'll put my hand in there over and over again and I'll level up. It's no, that's not gonna fly.
So it's like pooping in the dungeon.
I get that there's going to be that's going to require GMs to consider if something's worth a reward or not, but I think that's fine. I have no problem with that. I think if a player is your game sucks because my players keep punching each other out to gain experience points, my response would be your players are idiots, and you're an idiot for letting them do that. But now that you're back, Adam, that's something I can worry about. We can talk about that whole thing over. We can talk about the XP gains later. We can always say that you guys only need 75 XP to level up, which would put you over halfway there at this point, and that's only after 2 combat encounters. So we can adjust the amount you need to level up to better suit what we're doing as adults who only game once a week and only game for a couple hours a night, and we're gaming over the internet.
Well, I think we've talked pretty good. We've got some good ideas generating. It feels like a good forum. Do we want to jump back into the game then?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. And the other thing I want to say, the XP award is not for killing monsters. It's for overcoming them. If you bribe an ogre and make him not crush your guys' heads in, you get the XP. If you sneak past a slumbering dragon, you get the, as long as you can bypass the challenge in some way, you get the experience points. So you don't think that you have to murder everything to level up.
I can tell you put a lot of thought into the experience chart. So, yeah, I'm more than happy to play test it and work it out. Let's see how it goes.
So my question though is because Murtaugh is still unconscious. You'll have to take a long rest for him to regain his wounds.
I need to take a long rest to regain my wounds too.
Same here.
Okay. So where are you gonna camp?
My recommendation was at the top of the waterfall.
Okay.
My recommendation would be back.
Huh?
My recommendation would be back in the trees.
What was that?
My thought is we should go back to the trees where we can see them and they can't see us.
All right, Adam, you're the chooser.
I think someplace safer than just the top of the waterfall.
Oh, come on.
I really wants to go to that waterfall. So no, Bellicose will actually also say I think the trees are safer.
All right, fine.
So you guys are gonna go. How far
Are
you
there
go to
trees
the trees?
north of us, though?
There are. You are in a more or less kind of bowl-shaped clearing. All the plant life around the river is dead. All the trees at the edge of it, they're also dead. But there are trees in any direction you want to go.
Okay.
So my question though is, how far in the trees do you want to go? Do you just want to go 10 feet in, just a little wall of trees between you and the clearing, or do you want to go 100 feet in case they try to look for you? How do you want to play it?
I don't know, 50 feet in? Halfway?
I guess to make it a little more abstract, do you want to go
Deeper
deeper on the edge, or do you want to go deeper into the forest in case they try to look for you?
I don't know. I'd feel safer deeper in.
Okay. Rig and Murtaugh? Unless we got booted up line again.
Please tell me they can do it. Okay, we're not.
I don't know. I'm thinking I'd actually like to be closer to the tree line so we can see trouble if it's coming.
We got one for close and one for far. Rig, go like saying, "Oh, I want to go medium."
Who said far?
I did.
I thought you wanted to be close to the waterfall anyway.
Well, the waterfall's on top. You can see things up top.
My brother is at BYU.
Well, that's exactly my point. If we go deep into the forest, we won't be able to see anything. We could be surrounded and not even know
We're
it.
gonna go into the forest. Going into the forest.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean, I kind of was 50-50 on whether or not to be close or far. I just kind of picked far.
Close it is.
Okay, so you're camping close. What's your watch order?
not that.
First watch.
I'll be second.
Mordecai, you can't watch.
What do you mean? Oh, that's right. I'll be second,
Okay, guys, let's set up watch. Who wants to do it?
and we'll
I'll
get.
do it all on my own. Thank you, Mordecai. You're so nice. You're gonna stay up all night. Okay, Mordecai.
Fellow Coast, I guess, will be last.
Okay, and who's first?
It was Rig.
Rig, you Clopian first.
Yep.
Our vitality is gone, right?
Your vitality is back.
Okay, that's what I meant. Sorry. Back.
So who is second?
Me.
You. So you are on watch. Rig, your pass is uneventful, nothing happens. Emery, well, you're on watch, though. You do see through torchlight. You see more of the figures come out of the. Night's fall when this happens.
Mm-hmm.
They come out and they inspect the bodies on the ground, and then you see them.
Did we ever stop to loot the bodies? Did they have anything?
No, we did not. Whoops.
They had kind of leathery armor that looks suspiciously like human flesh, and they also had various bones, mostly again ribs and femurs.
Not
tied
even
around
in the
them.
oven.
Nothing valuable.
They did have that really awesome club thing with the shark's teeth. Well, not shark's teeth, the teeth.
Well, it's better than nothing. We might as well take it.
Take it?
I'll have taken it, yeah, in the back.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a it would be a 2d6 weapon.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a big club?
It's two-handed.
Oh. Okay. Anyways.
And it's not a club. It's very much like Rig's sword, just made of teeth instead of wooden teeth instead of metal.
Okay. Well, what does Rig roll for? What do you roll to hit or?
He does 36 as well.
Oh, okay. So this wouldn't change.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, Bellicose uses his magic sight, and it's not magic, so I don't think it's a magic item.
Anyway, so they are looking at the
So
bodies.
they come. You see eight more of them come out.
Of the waterfall?
Yes.
Okay.
They emerge and they look around. About the riverbank on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
They see the bodies, and they seem to discuss something for a bit, and they drag the bodies over to the altar, and you see them they kind of gather on the altar, so you really can't see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You watching?
Sure, I'll keep spying on them.
Okay. You're just sitting there watching, and then you see like some of the blood on the stone starts to glow red, and then you think you hear like a silent like kind of scream, and then when they move away, the bodies are they're standing again, and then so all 12 of them walk back into the waterfall. This whole process takes about an hour or so.
Yeah.
And they're too far away. You can't really hear what they're saying.
Well, that's creepy.
But they're all gone now.
Yeah.
Okay. Creepy.
And then you see the red light, the blood kind of flares up 4 times.
Well, 4 bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to
That's
kill your
it?
enemies when they won't stay down.
What?
Nothing else during the night?
Yeah, no.
I'll just wait till the next morning to let him know about it.
I randomly roll to see if it would happen.
Okay.
So you all lucked
Now
out.
it's Bellicose' turn.
Well, no, I rolled first.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
everyone. Great, perfect. So, how many wounds do we heal up again? All?
Yeah.
Even me?
Yeah.
But
The only-
you still have your
Lingering injury, so
Yeah.
you're still you're going to be -1 to reflex for 2 more days.
Okay. And then, so I get all my mana back, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my vitality?
Yeah.
The vitality comes back after a short rest, so
So it would have been back when we made camp.
yeah, like by the
Okay.
time that they picked the bodies clean and got back up to the edge of it, your vitality would have come back, but you were unconscious anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Essentially after every 10 to 15 minute breather you take, you get all your mana and vitality back.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like if you're playing those video games where they have like a shield on and the shield
Yeah,
goes
like
down
Halo or
forever.
something.
And yeah, and then it comes back if you're done, firing.
Only it takes 10 to 15 minutes for it to come back as opposed to like 10 to 15 seconds.
I know that, but I'm trying to give
No,
you an
I'm-
idea
right.
what it is.
It is a good analogy.
I'm with it. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, I understand. So I'm gonna wake up and in the morning then, and we're all kind of gathered around. Is that
Yeah, I'll let everybody
anything
know
else
what
happened in the night?
Yeah, what I saw.
So you saw 4 blinking lights?
No,
Yeah.
I saw the blood glow red 4 times, and then
About
the
once
bodies.
every 15 or so minutes.
The bodies rose from the altar and walked again.
The ones that you had killed.
Yeah.
Dark magic is at work.
So did they look like zombies when they rose again, or did they look like they
I
did
couldn't
before?
tell. They.
From what you could tell, they walked more or less like the other ones did.
Yeah.
Like they walked normally. They didn't seem all shambly and jerky looking or anything like that.
Bummer.
But now we know they're coming from the.
It'd be interesting to know. It'd be interesting to know if that guy has his arm still.
Did he pick up his arm?
Ooh, give me a perception roll.
Me?
Yeah.
5.
You couldn't tell. It was so dark, and they weren't like carrying like, a whole bunch of torches to light the whole place up.
It's in there. Go look.
So what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna introduce myself to everybody and thank them for
Oh, yeah,
saving
yeah.
my life. So, thank you. Appreciate that. That was a close call.
Yeah, you seemed a little. Well, how did you find yourself in that position?
Yes, that's
Wow.
good.
This is my origin story. Me and my father were out here. We try to live away from most civilizations because of the way we look. They found us, and because of the way we look, they attacked us. My father died trying to force them off, and in the end,
Well, I'm
their
pretty
numbers
sure
were
it
too
actually
great.
has nothing to do with the way you look. They just attacked you because you happen to be alive, but you can make it racist.
Well, okay.
Come on, Mark. Black president.
They attacked us and we fought them off, and they were going to sacrifice me, and yeah. So now I have nothing and no one.
Tarkon lives matter.
Well, you have your life at least.
I have my life, and I have a blood debt to you three for saving it. So until it's repaid,
Revenge?
I will. Oh yeah, revenge,
I have to
absolutely.
go change the baby's diaper. I'll be right back.
But
Okay.
until the blood debt is satisfied, I absolutely have to continue to journey with you.
So I guess we will go under the waterfall now.
Well, you guys What exactly are you doing here? What brought you? What circumstance led you along in just the right time to be my salvation?
We were coming to help the village of Winter Haven because they have been having undead attack their fort, I guess you'd call it.
Yes, the undead. They have been seen in these parts.
We had the choice of either going north to a ruin or south to where the farmers were disappearing. So we went south.
Well, I will help you in any way that I can.
Yay!
Yay! And there was much rejoicing.
Murtaugh, you remember going through the part of the cavern that they into the waterfall.
Ooh, we have some.
And do I know how many of them there are?
You didn't get a good count of their number, but give me an intelligence roll.
1d20?
Yeah, plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Oh, I roll 4.
You counted, at least 10. There's at least 10 in there. Probably more.
I got hit in the head a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Memory's a
Yeah,
little fuzzy.
When they drag you in there, you're drifting out of consciousness. They're inside the cavern. It branched off into like 3 different directions. They took you down the left passage, and it was, it kind of wound around, and you quickly lost track of like how far you'd gone, how deep you'd gone. You crossed over a wooden bridge that was mostly just like a long plank of wood, and then after a while you came to a large open room, or kind of chamber with numerous, you wouldn't really call them houses, or like alcoves that they seem to live in. And there was, you remember the smell of like carrion. There was human bodies kind of hanging, dangling around, cooking on fires, and they put you in kind of a pit with a bunch of other people, and there's probably a dozen other humans in there with you, and every so often, and you lost track of how long you'd been in there, but every so often they would drag one out, and then you would never see him again.
Do you think there's anybody left in there that could help us fight?
Maybe.
I would probably say, based on the story he's telling, even if we did find them, they're probably going to be so malnourished and weak they would probably be more of a hindrance, trying to get them out alive than they would be a help.
Wait, this isn't you telling the story, Shane?
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe.
I'm just saying, based on the story that David's telling from my point of view, it sounds like to me like the people in there are pretty out of it, so I don't think they'd be of any help. But I don't know. What do you think, David?
You don't know if anyone would be able to help. Most of the time the pit was dark. You didn't really get a good look at anyone's faces. But you do know there was quite a few people still in the pit.
So it's a definite maybe. Definite maybe.
Yep, definite maybe.
Into the cavern.
I like it. Let's do it.
So you're just going to go into the entrance?
Sure. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any other place to go.
Maybe we should wait until a small group comes out and try to ambush them so we don't walk into the entire group. Or maybe we should wait till a party leaves and sneak in behind them.
You tell me what you want to do, and we'll see what happens.
What do you think, Adam?
I think we should just go in.
I mean,
I like it. Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, guns blazing. Let's do it.
So what's going to be your marching order going in? Let me delete all my stuff.
I guess I'll go in first because my hand can be light.
I have no weapon. Should I take
Except for
the?
the fire that shoots from your hands.
That exhausts him.
Yeah, I probably don't want to use
Bellicose,
that.
you really can't use a simple bow?
He can, but he's at a penalty. He can use a dagger or
You have an
quarterstaff.
arrow over.
Can Shane use a bow?
Murtaugh can actually use any simple weapon, which means short bow is the only thing that he could use.
Okay, well that's good because that's what I have.
Alright, so who's going first? Emery?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll go
Murtaugh,
first.
do you want to carry my bow and arrows and use that for times when you're not willing to like knock yourself unconscious?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So after Emery goes in, who's going in after?
I'll go next.
Okay, so yeah.
I'll go last.
Okie dokie. So, draw. Let's do it black.
You could put that grid on there, remember? Good how he did it.
Yeah.
It's, here it is.
Why do the first letters of all our characters spell it Embry? It's like it was planned.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go. It's a nice,
Oh,
come on,
that's what I
snap.
forgot about that. Wait, I think there's a way you can unsnap it.
I don't want to snap it. Snap it. Maybe I can do the other one. No, it's still doing it. Why, grid? Why do you have to be this way?
There's gotta be, can you right click on the grid and maybe it'll give you options to unsnap? No, I meant on here, up here. No, never mind.
I can save the element. Why would it give me the option to do that?
I'm sure it does. Hold down like Shift or Alt or not.
Hold.
No, not that. I was talking about while you draw. Maybe you can hold.
Shift
Ah.
gets it off. Okay.
See, I'm smart.
Okay.
And you have a shift.
Oh, look, it's a hand. Oh.
Hand?
Hmm? What?
What?
Well, it looked like a hand. It looked like you drew a hand.
Oh.
You gotta hold the shift button.
Now I'm trying to draw a hand and I...
Oh. pfft. I love it.
That's a turkey.
That's a chicken thingy.
Anyway. So...
Remember,
Let's see.
there's a shift button down there.
Oh, work on here?
Mhm.
Ooh,
I know
hello.
it works. I've
I
used
only
it.
use this thing to...
Draw. I know.
Well, that's kind of what it's for. So, when you guys walk in, select. So you pass through the... Wait, can I shift drag you over the grid? Oh, look at that. Oh, so I don't have to... I'm unfettered by all kinds of things. Why are you doing this?
Because you're on the
Go
shift.
to bat. I'm not on the ship. It's because
Oh.
these things are... sometimes... twiddle thingy... You sadden me.
You know what you really should do?
Just not use this right now.
What? No, I was talking about like what you should be doing is doing it on your computer over there because you can be in on this even if you're not in the hang.
Yeah. Okay. So, Emery, you guys go in through the waterfall and you have your hand light.
Yes.
Okay. So in the flickering light, you can see that after you walk in about 20 feet when it splits into two passages.
Oh god. Heads or tails, guys?
Left or right?
You're the leader. We'll follow you.
I vote left.
Left it is.
Okay. You go left maybe 10 feet when a T section is to the left and to the right again.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
I'll keep going left.
Okay, keep going left. So you are walking down, and it's winding around. You can hear like there's the sound of water rushing from somewhere.
Can I have a torch?
Emery's using her hand light. If you want to light a torch, you can light a torch.
That way we have a backup.
Oh, okay.
Emery, give me a perception roll.
20.
Okay.
Plus 2 would be 22.
Nice.
So you're walking down when the path eventually goes left. And, it goes like kind of straightish, but then it hooks off to the left.
Again?
And as you're looking around the left, you kind of shine your hand down, you shine your hand ahead, and when you hear like the water rushing, and then you realize you're hearing something thumping on stone, and you look over to the left and you see there's 3 orcs rushing down towards you.
Oh.
So it's roll initiative.
Initiative.
Ooh. Got 19.
So did I.
Ooh, I got a 3.
0.
What's your wisdom?
Plus 1.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
You go first.
I think you should put that in there. In the event that there's a tie between...
There's a whole way if there's a
I
tie,
know
it goes
the
down,
dex
down, down.
thing, but still.
I got a 17.
Oh, I got to roll for Bellicose.
Alright, what's his initiative, though?
Down now. But we'll say I got a natural 60 with it, so
60?
16.
Okay.
I got a 60 on the D20. That's
Cheat!
I rolled, so.
Cheating DM!
I mean, what do you mean cheating? That's like saying,
That's like saying Charlie Sheen has AIDS.
yeah, you just gotta say it's Charlie Sheen. You're not gonna mention that's redundancy.
Or was it HIV? My bad. Whatever.
Same thing.
Yeah. Shane, what'd you get?
3.
Did you
3?
say 3?
Yeah, 3.
Oh.
I like how meek you sounded there. What'd you get, Shane? What was that? 3.
Can you see the little letter? Can it be more embarrassed?
So Emery, what do you do?
I'm gonna smash one in the face. Can I do that? Right? Can I?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Whee! 7?
You're like, you're like, oh shit! You swing at one, and no, they're bringing these they're kind of like they're like axes, but instead of like a metal blade, they're kind of made out of this weird jawbone looking thing. And they all 3 attack you, or actually, only 2 of them can get to you. One of them does hit you for 4 damage.
Okay. Can my healing him have been...
It only works on wound damage.
Oh, you're right. Well, still, can I have it up and...
Sure.
Okay. So you said 4?
Yep.
Altogether?
Yep. Only graze you. You are small and freaking out. Rig, I think, goes next.
Okay.
Or...
Yeah, no, Rig, then Bellicose.
Okay.
Where's the bad guys?
Yeah, you need to...
I'm not drawing... They're... Okay, so the way they're attacking only... The passageway can only really be like kind of 2 by 2. The cavern gets kind of
I
narrow.
can see it. Why don't I do it?
On the map?
Yeah.
No. It's fine. I gotta figure it out. So if you want to melee one, you can melee one. But only there's 3 of them, but only 2 of them can get to Emery right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go hit one of those 2 for hit for 13.
That's a hit.
14 damage.
You kill him instantly. You slice his head off, or you slice his head down the middle. However you want to do it.
Oh, a 6 and a 5. That's
I'll just
good.
stab him through the heart. Kick him off the blade.
Okay, I guess.
I'm sure Bellicose has some weapon though.
Yeah, he has a. Health has a. We'll say it's a dagger. He's gonna throw the dagger. No, he misses. I rolled a natural 2. I think it's just the Bellicose curse. The Bella curse.
Bellicurse.
All right. Well, now it's Murtaugh's.
Murtaugh, you can do it. Is Shane there?
He looks like he's there.
Adam, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay. Just making sure we didn't drop.
Maybe Shane dropped.
No, I'm here.
Oh.
Your
Well,
turn.
do something, Murtaugh.
Oh, well.
You're getting too old.
Let's see. Let me just shoot the guy with the arrow first, and let's try that. Let's hold on to the magic until we don't know when we're going to need it. So I'm going to shoot him with an arrow first. What do I roll for that?
D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Well, I got a 17.
Ooh.
Wow. It's a good hit.
What do I roll for damage?
Oh,
D6?
I think it's actually D8.
Oh.
D8 plus your dexterity modifier.
Well, let's see.
Sorry, you caught me off guard actually hitting something with that.
That short bow is more than my mace.
I only got a 2 with the D8.
Okay, so you kind of graze one of them. Top of the round is
Me.
memory.
Memory or
Memory.
Alright, he killed one, so I'm gonna go for the next one.
Okay.
You're like, I'll get him this time.
Okay.
5?
Let me check.
No.
No.
No, it was a no.
Yeah, it was
I'm totally failing here.
they are actually going to focus on Rig, though, since he's the only one. He's MVP of the night.
Right.
So, Rig, one of them is going to get you for 7 damage. He is chopping at you.
Hey, if you get wound damage, it's minus your
They
wound
are,
damage.
and they're bellowing loudly as they strike at you. So let me roll to see if that attracts any more combatants. And now it is Rig's turn.
Bellicose.
Bellicose. He's gonna. You're small. He's gonna take out his cordyceps and whack one. Oh my god! A nat 20 that.
Really?
It's just like just smashes him in the face.
Now that's a D8.
8 minus whatever his strength modifier is, so
Minus.
yeah. So I mean, he definitely damages. He's not gonna.
Now it's
Now it's Rig's turn. Come on,
No.
Riggs.
Murtaugh, I thought. Or wait, did I go and the orcs go?
The orcs go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rig did go before Bellicose. My
Okay,
bad.
then I'm gonna undo Bellicose's entire turn.
No,
No.
I'm just hey.
No, it's fine. He got so crazy, he hit someone out of turn.
Those wizards and their bloodlust.
So true. So true.
So, Rig, what'd you get?
I guess I'll try and sort another one. Nope. 8.
Oh.
That's
It's actually a miss.
terrible. It's not as bad as my rolls though.
Nope. Murtaugh, you're up again. You got your. You're gonna bow it.
So, who got left? How many opponents?
We have
We got 2 left. One of them is
partially
you.
hit.
You grazed out an arrow. Bellicose smacked it in the face, so it's hurting. He's hurting pretty bad.
I'm gonna hit the unhurt one with a fireball. Let's see if I can't take him out of the game.
Okay.
So I'm feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty lucky. Oh, 20.
Oh my.
Yeah, 20.
That means you get the
Not a natural 20. That's with my modifier.
Mod 20.
Mod
Yeah.
20. There you go. I didn't know it had a name. Okay. Let's see. I got to roll a 1d4, and I got to roll a 1d8. So let's see. That's 3 mana. Let's see. 3 mana. 3 mana. Oh. That's not a good damage roll. Okay, I hit for 6.
If you would have hit the wounded one, you would have taken it out, but you got greedy, so they're all still alive. But you do sear off, like his arm catches on fire, and like it's so wet in here, there's water dripping down. He manages to, it's like a little guttering flame. Emery, you're up.
I'm gonna hit one. I swear to you, I will hit one.
Are you really? You really want to bother rolling?
12.
Oh, actually, that does it.
Yay! 8 damage.
Okay, you bash one unconscious.
Dead or
you smack,
unconscious?
you smack him in the head, and it like crushes a part of his skull, and he topples over. The last one is, again, he's just gonna roar as loud as he can as he brings his axe down. And he's gonna hit. Rig miss. He's gonna go for you. Oh,
Bellicose hit too.
sweet. Yeah, but I really want to hurt you. I did 5.
Rigged.
Now it's Rig.
Yeah, now it's Rig's turn.
Or is it Bellicose?
No, it's Rig.
Okay.
So he's attacking someone. How many of them are there now?
This is one. Just the one.
12.
That's it.
8 damage.
It'll probably kill its face off.
8.
Yeah, you will kill its face off. So you kind of bring your sword down and kind of bisect most of his body, and he just pitches over, burbling up the black blood.
Hey, are we using? Did we ever end up using that shark tooth sword? Because I think I could use that better than the bow and arrow.
It's a two-handed thing. I don't know if a sorcerer can.
I have a 2 modifier for my strength.
You do?
I do, yeah.
Why do you have a 2 in your strength?
I don't know.
Wait. What are your stats?
I have a +2 for strength, a +4 for charisma, no dex, no con, -1 intellect, and -1 wisdom.
Are you satisfied, Adam?
Is that normal? Plus
You probably took a specialized array.
And I think he's charisma based.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So I'm scared.
So yeah, you should probably use that sword.
Well, what's the damage on the sword?
Oh, it's 2d6 plus your strength,
Hand that over.
and a +2 to hit if that's what your strength is.
Yeah.
Hand that over.
Yeah, okay.
2d6? Oh, yeah. Let me scribble out all of my gear because I'm not getting that back. Now I have a 2d6, two-handed. What's it called, Adam? Acquittal?
Maqua.
I'm gonna call it my shark sword. Yeah. Shark
It's
sword.
what the Lamanites wielded.
The what?
Yeah, it's too hard for me to say, dude. I say shark
It's
sword.
what the Lamanites used.
Yeah, with the little obsidian pieces on around the ends. They still use them in Hawaii for a long, long time. They did.
Yeah, apparently the obsidian is insanely sharp.
Yeah, it can chop horses' heads off except for their spine.
You could totally chop like a camel's hump in half and drink the milk right off of it.
Okay, do that when my magic runs out.
And it's getting close to 9:30, so I figure I know like Adam, you dropped out for a bit, which set things back a little bit. So you would have got 9 more from those orcs, which would have put you at 48 points. I'm just going to give you guys the extra 2 points.
Oh, make it 50.
Make you a nice square of 50, and we can just say you guys level up at the 50 mark.
Okay. So what do we get when we level up? We get a new talent, and we get to up a skill.
You up one of your skills by 1, you get a new talent, and then you gain vitality and wounds based off the talent you choose.
But you can add a new skill if you want, right?
Yes, you
Okay.
get a +1.
Okay.
So, wait, what?
You can either up one of the skills you already have by 1, or you can add a new skill with a +1, and then whatever your modifier it is that it correlates to.
So if you want to learn a new skill, you can learn a new skill.
Like me, I want to learn medicine, and instead of +1, it'll now be +2.
So I don't know how the skills work. I have Arcana and Athletics and Intimidate and Fire Resistance. Are those my skills?
Fire resistance isn't a skill; it's just an ability.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Intimidate, Athletics, and Arcana.
Yeah.
Arcana.
You can use basically any skill in the game. Like if you want to sneak, you're going to sneak, but you do it at your dexterity modifier. But when you have a skill, the skill gives you a +1 to do that. So your Arcana is normally an intelligence skill. But if you have Arcana, whatever your intelligence is, you add 1. And so with your Arcana should say, well, what's your intelligence bonus?
-1.
-1. So your Arcana is actually +0. Normally you'd be making Arcana checks at -1, but your character actually has some training in the skill, which kind of offsets your stupidity a little bit.
Oh, okay, I see.
And your athletics, your strength is +2, but because you have athletics training, you actually make athletics checks at +3.
If I were to try to do something very athletic.
Yeah, like jumping, swimming, climbing, powering through something maybe. So now that you leveled up, you can either increase one of your skills by 1, so Arcana would go from +0 to +1, and you'd be better at doing that, or you can even gain an entirely new skill, like sneaking or something.
So, I guess how do I know what are these written somewhere that I can see so I can know what my options are?
Yeah, there's if you go to the Delver's D20 Core Rules Google Doc, there's a whole list of skills.
Okay, let me pull it up real quick. You probably said that in an email.
Here's a link.
Oh, you got it? Looking.
In the group chat.
Thank you.
So going back to the conversation about experience points, now, do you guys have a problem with the way experience points are gained, or just the amount you need to level up? Because those are two entirely different issues.
Actually, I really like the way you have it set up. I can tell you put a lot of thought into it, so the way you earn them actually seems appropriate, and I think better than a lot of games I've heard about or played.
But you just, like, I know Adam, you don't want to... You and Adam, you don't want to spend too many sessions having to level up, so it's just more of a question of not so much.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
I agree with that. I think every 2 or 3 sessions you should be leveling.
Well, and I don't mind it once I can do things. Like literally, I hate levels 1 to 3. Once I hit level 4-ish, I'm good for the game to take whatever it wants, as long as I have a fleshed out thought of my character and a few things I can do in different situations. I'm good. Like, it's just like you were talking about how like you don't mind when you it's fun playing the game, and I get there, but it's so hard to enjoy that for me at level 1 because in my most of the time when you read a book, you don't start with the characters at level 1.
Well, that's kind of a question about I would say the old school traditional role playing versus the story game role playing, where like when I'm playing the game, I really don't deal with my character's background a whole lot. I just kind of like, the DM has a thing that they wanted that they got, or the GM even, and I'm totally the kind of player that's like, oh, let's go. I want to go on for this ride because I'm assuming that the GM is going to entertain me. If my background ends up being a thing, I can flesh it out as the game progresses, or I can, as if on G Plus you made a game called Day Trippers. He's got some kind of weird thing where it's like they call it progressive life events or something. They call it life shapers, and they're like kind of there are things that can happen in the middle of the game, like where oh, we're captured, and you can have a flashback where your character knows how to get uncaptured or something, like to give yourself a bonus in a situation. So it's a kind of game where you build your background as you play. Like it's kind of like watching, like almost like you're saying, when you read a story. Like Conan, Conan has a whole history, but you don't know it right away. You learn it as you play, as you read the stories, previous events that had happened before.
But see, that's mechanically interesting, like where you can say, okay, well, we're in this situation, I'm going to use this thing from my history. Like that's.
Well, for me, I don't mind not having mechanics tied to it, like the last second edition D&D campaign I played, we played it for a while. We got to like level 5 or 10 or some weird level like that, and then one of my friends wanted to play, and so he was like, "I'm gonna make a wizard," and so I was mentally like, "Okay, we're gonna get now we got to do the obligatory. A new character shows up. We got to do the hi. Who are you? Oh, hi, I'm this guy. We're gonna do this thing. I shall look." And I was ready for it. But then he's just like, he's my character, and he's like, David's character, and I'm like, do I know you? And he's